It's Monday. Good morning,
Mhm.
Bethany and Jenny and Hope. I have Hope with me.
Mhm.
Hillary had to take Cynthia down. Tony's on. Good morning, Tony. A little frosty this morning.
Yeah.
I had to go scrape the frost off the cars. That's not something we have to do a lot here. That's odd. I've done it a few times already this year.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving is next week. I've been saying that for a while, but it's true now.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is next week. Is that crazy? That's nuts for me. Um, Ho and I are already talking about Christmas. I'll show you guys something reminiscent of my childhood after Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
We'll wait till after Thanksgiving to actually bring the Christmas stuff out, but we can talk about Christmas already. Oh, Dennis
Hey,
says hi.
Dennis.
Oh, here, let me make that big. Ready? Boop. There we go. Now we have large print.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Mhm.
Yeah. I know you're not really
I'm
impressed.
so impressed.
You're not impressed. You're making it up. And I wish maybe I'll take a picture of this sometime for you guys to see. But thanks, Dennis. I knew. So having Hope on, that's fun. So we're talking about when I go on sabbatical, that you and Hillary are going to kind of head this up for me. So y'all are going to take turns. I guess both of you will do it on Monday, and then y'all.
Well, we're talking about taking turns. Like I do it 1 week with Jim, Hillary does it 1 week with Paul, and then I do
switching.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
She does 1 week with Jim, and I do 1 week with Paul.
However, yeah.
Yeah, but just kind of like mixing it up.
That's cool.
So we haven't talked to Jim or Paul about this, but I'm sure they're fine with it.
I'm sure Jim will be jumping on. He'll hear it soon enough. And yeah, gosh, it's flying by. A lot of stuff going on this week.
Yeah.
So we have Thursday is we give out the Thanksgiving baskets. There's a lot of work that goes into that. Friday we'll be setting up for the party, and then Saturday having a party.
Yep.
Sunday recuperating from the party, and then I'm taking off next week. We'll just chill, which is it almost feels like cheating because I get a week off, but we're always off on Friday anyways. Thursday is a holiday, so I only have to take 3 days of vacation to get a week.
Yeah.
So, but I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. Then taking off a couple of weeks around Christmas. Got this little thing called graduation coming up for you.
Yeah.
Nuts. Anyhow, Thanksgiving. Let's don't skip past Thanksgiving. I cannot believe it's next week. So you guys tell me. I don't think we've done this before. If we did, I don't remember. So it'll be new news to me all over again. What is your favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving? What is your favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving? I know it's got to involve turkey and pumpkin pie. Not this year for us. It'll involve steak and pumpkin pie.
I'm excited for our Thanksgiving this year.
I'm going to start marinating the steaks like on Monday, so they'll be nice and tender. So what's your favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving? We'll let them think about that. I'll get a cup of coffee while you're thinking. I'm gonna have to get a Java and Jesus mug. Nobody uses those anymore. Paul and I do. What's your favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving? I know what we used to do. So the Black Friday shopping used to be a big thing for us. And so we do. Oh, good morning, Jim. Yep, coming in here. Jim, what's your favorite thing to do? Oh, on Thanksgiving. So Dennis and I, growing up on either side of Texas Stadium, our Thanksgivings always involve watching the Cowboys and the Redskins. It'd be the Cowboys and the Commanders, I guess now, because Redskins is offensive. I don't know if I told you this. My high school was the Richland Rebels, and they changed their name.
What did they change it to?
To the Richland Royals. Yeah. Jim, eat. Have the tryptophan hangover later. Uh, the other another thing, yep, the Royals. Boy, he
Wow.
is sharp.
Morning, Jim.
Uh, yep, the Richland Royals. They changed it from the Rebels to the Royals. Sleep in a little, late breakfast. Um, yeah. Um, I'm waiting because I know that there's one thing that Mom kind of likes to do
Mhm.
um, in the morning that I'm sure someone is going to chime in with. I'm sure
Oh,
they will. But I used to have to get up and go, which was easier in Fort Worth to do
to
than
get the
here.
paper.
Yeah, go find a Sunday paper because I don't know that nobody up here sells the paper, do they? I don't think so.
The only place I can think is All Clips, but not
They don't do
the paper.
El Paso Times or anything like that.
Um,
And that's kind of not really a thing anymore. Well, I don't know. We
Yeah.
did last year. Mom sent me out, remember, on Thanksgiving morning.
yeah, but we were in Texas last year.
Oh, I know, but
Yeah.
so still, and it's been a long time since I bought a paper. This wasn't Sunday paper, but the Thanksgiving paper. I think I paid $4, $4.50.
Wow.
Oh, really? It's hard to
Wow.
find papers there too. I had to go to. We were in Rockwall. Is that right? Yeah, Rockwall. Rockwell is the company. I always get those mixed up. We were in Rockwall, and I had to go to a QT
Wow.
to get a paper, and it was raining that morning.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
hmm
Morning, Vicky.
Vicky's on watching the grandkids. Does that mean you got people bouncing off the walls there for you? Vicky, we're talking about favorite thing to do in Thanksgiving. So I like Bethany's idea. Sleep in a little, have a late breakfast, and then early afternoon cooking. Yeah. We usually do. I don't know what time we're doing Thanksgiving this year, but usually about 2ish,
Mhm.
something like that, is when we have our Thanksgiving meal. Um, yeah. QT is like y'all's Allsups. They're everywhere. Yeah. Nowadays, so we used to. So I'll tell you what we used to do when we were in the Metroplex, and we even did it for several years here. Is we would do the whole Black Friday shopping thing, and we would, even when the girls were little bitty, we would uh, we'd get like little lists, and we'd go into a place and we'd divide up, and okay, you got to go look for this, and you got to, and they never had anything in normal places,
No.
so you had
Especially
to,
like Target and Walmart.
right, yeah, you had to go find it, and so we'd divide and conquer. Oh man.
Wow.
No cooking for you. Are you guys going to have turkey and dressing for the rehearsal dinner? Because there's an idea. So who's getting married? Do you know? I don't know.
No.
Tell us who's getting married, Vicky. You and Daryl are renewing your vows. I know. Yeah. Going to get married all over again.
What's your favorite part about favorite thing to do?
Oh, okay. Destiny.
Dad, don't.
Is she marrying a guy named Luke? Because she could say, Luke, I'm your destiny. You knew that was coming.
Yes.
I love it. Anyhow, so we can't do what used to be my favorite thing to do. We have some really cool traditions, but we're pretty non-traditional in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go to Golden Corral. And that was fun because you get whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
But what I like to do for Thanksgiving, and we'll do it pretty much this year, is just kind of chill. Jason, that doesn't have the same ring. Jason, I'm your destiny.
Just let it go.
Okay. So to sleep in, and like Bethany said, have a late breakfast, and then just kind of have a chill deal. It's kind of cool that it's at our house.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just kind of have a chill lunch, and then just kind of lay around the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But no one has said yet something that I'm shocked that no one has said. One of your favorite things to do on Thanksgiving. Do you know what I'm thinking about?
I think I do.
Yeah. So we'll see. So Favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving? Eat, yeah. And nowadays you can do all your Black Friday shopping online. In fact, we've already been doing that, right?
Yeah, a lot of stores are doing them early
Uh-huh.
this year.
We already got a Black Friday deal on a new TV,
Hmm.
which is crazy. It's probably too late now. I don't know, but Walmart had a Black Friday deal, a 50-inch TV for $148. That's crazy.
And like Amazon, they're starting, I think this Friday, and it's like going to the end of November. So like
Okay.
some are starting early, and then some like are like keeping it later.
Wow. Yeah, so you can do all your Black Friday shopping online. Which I don't know. I'm kind of at the stage in life where that's okay with me.
Hmm.
We used to get up like it. In fact, there were sometimes that we would go spend a night at Las Cruces and get up like around 3 or something silly, and go hit some of the shops there. Um, uh, there was one time I flew back from Ethiopia. They picked me up on Thanksgiving, like around 8.
And we went Black Friday.
Yeah, it was
shopping.
Brown Thursday,
Yeah.
I think then, and we did that. Which I got to tell you, I didn't have any problem staying awake that night because I was on a different time zone. But that's a great way to have to deal with jet lag because it took me 3 weeks to recoup. Um, Normally, I like to travel all day and then go to sleep, and then you're back in the regular time zone. So anyway, so that Friday. Here's what I'm shocked that none of you have said. Maybe you guys don't do this. Cynthia, one thing that she likes to do. I don't know if we've done it the last few years, um, but is to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and just kind of watch that as all that goes on. Um, the main reason I like to watch that is because it was in that movie. Miracle on 34th Street. I had to think of it. On It's a Wonderful. No, that's not right. Miracle on 34th Street is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is in there. That's cool. Well, let me. So we've been talking about being thankful, having hearts that are full of thanks, and so this last week we talked about thankful for what God does. So let me encourage you guys. If you don't have a tradition like this, to maybe build this in, take some time leading up to Thanksgiving, but also at Thanksgiving with your family, just expressing your thanks to God, just doing it out loud. It's always good to tell God thank you, but I think it's always good too just to express that out loud. Just being thankful for the things that God gives. That was the first week we talked about thankful for the things that God does. And then, wow, I'll tell you. I'll tell you
jumping
next
a
week.
whole week.
I'll tell you. Getting ahead of myself. But spend time doing that. But we have a whole lot happening and going on, which what I think is actually more important than to make sure that we spend time thanking God for stuff, because busy. This is probably one of the busiest holiday seasons that we have had.
Yeah, in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we need to make sure that we have time, make time for that. The gingerbread bash is just a couple of weeks away. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, maybe 3. So I don't know. So this week is the
3 weeks away. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really cool. That's a fun time to do. We don't really have a whole lot of new tech happening, which is okay. So we're probably from now until I go to sabbatical, just trying to make it right.
I'm tired just
thinking about it. In fact, after Christmas, so after the New Year's, my plan for me, now it's not going to look the same for them, but my plan is just to kind of coast, into the new year.
I feel like after Christmas, that's when for us, that's when the real work,
for you guys, because
happens.
Because here's my plan is so I've been trying to kind of hand off stuff already, and we'll do more of that through December, so that people can do what I normally do. Um, and then in January is for me not to do any of that normal stuff that I do, and just kind of let other people pick that up. But I'll be there in case something, if they have a problem with something. But yeah, so even starting off January, it's gonna be pretty chill for me. Not so chill for you guys, but pretty chill for me. So I'll just kind of coast into the Caribbean. Actually, Caribbean, yeah. Eastern Caribbean cruise, 8 days.
I keep forgetting about that because I feel like I'm so focused on the next couple, what's happening in November and December, that
there's a cruise.
Oh yeah, there's a cruise.
That light at the end of the tunnel is a cruise ship.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. In fact, Hope, she's so good. Hope made a Christmas list for me and Cynthia. For Christmas to buy for her on Amazon, and most of it is stuff for the cruise. So that'll be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to start collecting them, but books that I'm going to be reading on my sabbatical, things that I want to do. One of them was watch Band of Brothers. I'm just gonna just binge watch that. But I'll do that when I'm at Enlow.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, I don't know. Just other fun books.
What's funny is at the Kids Matter conference that we went to, I went to a breakout session on our girls have it tough in this world, just what today's society, is teaching our girl, you know what I mean? And so I kind of felt like it was geared towards millennial, that breakout session, because the speaker was does any, she's pulling up different stuff that millennials have no idea about. And she's like, Gen Z kids are so different. My girls, they're Gen Z and they don't tell me what they want for Christmas anymore. They just make an Amazon wish list. And I'm like, that is so me. So she's like, what these kids are doing, I'm doing, because it was, so I was like, maybe,
Hope's at the upper edge of the Gen Z, so you're kind of a little bit on the bubble.
Yeah, but I'm like, what's wrong with that? It just makes it easier.
Yeah. What's so funny is I saw a bunch of stuff ordered on Amazon, and I thought, Hope, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be ordering stuff like this. And then I found out it was your mom that ordered stuff. Now, of course, the bad thing about ordering stuff on Amazon for birthdays or Christmas. Whose birthday is coming?
I don't know. I do know.
So, Dennis's in April. So, the bad thing about that is that we all see what's ordered on Amazon.
Yeah, I remember a couple of Christmases ago, Mom had Hillary order something for me on Hillary's Amazon account so I wouldn't see it.
Because that's how we have to do it. So that'll be fun. Thanksgiving, chill. In fact, so should we tell them what we're going to do for Thanksgiving? Okay. So next week we're not going to have a live Java and Jesus, but we're going to record some videos for you. So Hope's going to do one, I'm going to do one, and Hillary's going to do one. Is that what we said?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll record some video devotions for you guys to do, because my plan all week long is to sleep in. I don't know if that ever works out for you guys when you plan stuff like that. Those would be the days that I'm wide awake at 5. The dogs are running around barking and I get up, but
I plan on, because I have because a lot of my stuff are due on Sundays, and so the 19th I have a bunch of stuff, and then that whole week after that I don't have anything due. I have a project I should be working on, but I'm gonna work on the project and just catch up on reading too, just kind of chill
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
That's cool.
looking forward to that because this week is crazy.
That's what I always did when I was in school. On the breaks, I went to school in the summer, so that wasn't a break. But on the Christmas break, Hope's kindergarten teacher and ballet teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief!
I remember. Can I tell a quick story?
Yes.
So I remember. I think you were my ballet teacher before my kindergarten
Mm-hmm.
teacher, and so I remember because we used to call you by your first name for ballet,
Mm-hmm.
and when we went to kindergarten, you're like, my name's Miss Duderstedt. You have to call me Miss Duderstedt. And my kindergarten brain was like, what? I can't call you by your first name?
Yep, that was funny.
Yeah.
Cool. Did I tell you that she said that they might be moving?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be cool.
We talk about you, like me, Lydia, Kaylee, like we
Mm-hmm.
still have fond memories of ballet and kindergarten with you.
I think Lydia's still in town. Is she still in town?
She is, but she's
getting
ready to move. Yeah.
Some place crazy like Georgia or Alabama or
Washington. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, something.
But...
Yeah. Yep. There. In fact, gosh, a lot of your kindergarten students are all still around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Way cool. Just since we kind of checked
Washington. Yeah.
Oh, look at she knows everything. Cool thing about growing up in a small town is that Hope actually got to graduate. With Lydia particularly, with kids that she had known since she was 2.
Yeah.
You, Lydia, Kaylee, I think graduated from Alamo, right?
Yeah.
But
like Evan.
Yeah. Kids go all the way through school. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And still in touch with them. That's crazy. I'm only in touch with one person that I think I've known since I was 2.
Wow.
Dennis.
What's funny too is I have so many memories from kindergarten. I remember because Lydia and I knew each other from preschool. And so the first day of kindergarten, I run up to this girl and I'm like, Lydia. And I like wrap my arms around her. And this girl's like, what? Who are you? And then I look and Lydia's coming through the door. And I'm like, wait. I hugged the wrong person. It was Laura Beth.
Oh.
Laura Beth was like, who is this girl?
That's hilarious.
And she still remembers that.
Oh. Well, and her and Kaylee, and this is funny because Kaylee's parents used to do it too. If she and Kaylee, if we just saw them from the back, we couldn't tell them apart. I don't know how many times I've come up behind Kaylee and like, oh, I thought you were Hope.
I almost went home. Like we both went home with the wrong family a bunch of times.
Yep. Yeah. That's fun. Love living in a small town. So glad we moved here. 20 years. Yikes. And this is all Hope knows. So I think that's way cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Hope doesn't remember when we moved here. Actually, the week when we came that Sunday, it was Halloween weekend. And we dressed her up like a little bumblebee. And she had a stinger. And so we'd say, Hope, show us your stinger. And she'd wiggle her little stinger. I wish we had video, like we didn't have camcorders back then or phones, so we could have recorded it. Because that would be some awesome blackmail stuff to be able to do. Yeah. Well, anyways, let me pray for you guys, send you off into your week. Be here with Jim on Wednesday and with Paul on Friday. And gonna go get Hope some coffee and fix her up and then lock her in a room and let her work on stuff. Although it looks like she may opt for a nap first. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
I don't have time for a nap today.
Well, let me pray for you guys. Lord, thank you for your love. Thank you for all the blessings that you give us. We have so much to be thankful for. And God, as we head into Thanksgiving, help us to take time to spend with family and to express our thanks to you and to one another. And Father, I pray that Lord, as we do that, God, you just continue to teach us that we can trust you more and more. We can trust you with the things that we know, the things we don't know, God, that are coming up. and Lord, just help this Thanksgiving to be truly one where our hearts are full of thanks. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Mm.
Thanks for jumping in, guys. Thanks for the memories. Yeah,
Mhm.
a little stroll down memory lane. So I'm Hope's watching all this to see what I'm doing, so she knows how to do this when I'm not here.
I'll probably forget.
You better not forget. I'll hopefully have a. I don't know if you guys know. Excuse me. A stream deck is a little thing where you can just push buttons and it'll do stuff. I'll work on that for you. Anyways, love you guys. Hope to see you on Wednesday.